rBST by Mike Burchard. My analytical report was written to the Gopher Dairy Club to discuss both the positive and negative effects of using rBST in the dairy cattle industry. rBST is derived from BST, or bovine somatotropin. It is a naturally occurring protein hormone produced in the anterior pituitary gland. DNA recombinant technology is a movement of a gene from one organism to another. rBST is used in the dairy industry to increase milk output, as it leads to growth and development of the mammary gland. The company that developed rBST was Monsanto, an agricultural biotechnology company. rBST is currently sold under the name Posilac. A cow receives the first injection of rBST 9 weeks after calving. The injection sites for rBST are the neck area, behind the shoulder, or in the depression on either side of the tailhead. rBST should be injected under the skin. When injecting, it is important to avoid bones, muscles, tendons, and ligaments, as this could cause the cow pain and stress. rBST has many effects on milk production, health, and the environment. rBST is used to increase the amount of milk produced in lactating dairy cows. The supplementation of rBST helps cows prolong an improved level of milk production. This graph shows that cows injected with rBST have produced more milk on a daily basis than cows that receive no supplemental injections. The decline in milk production in cows supplemented with rBST is slower than cows that receive no supplements. The supplementation of rBST increases milk production by 15% or 10 pounds a week. This can lead to an 11.4% increase in profit for the dairy farmer. The supplementation of rBST has many negative health effects on dairy cows that may affect their overall lifespan and reproductive capacity. The effects rBST has on reproductive capacity are reduced pregnancy rates and increased incidence of retained placenta. Retained placenta is the failure to pass all or part of the placenta within 24 hours after calving. Retained placenta does not cause any serious health risks, but puts stress on the animal and may affect future pregnancy rates. The risk of mastitis and lameness also increase with the supplementation of rBST. As you can see in the picture, mastitis is the inflammation of the mammary gland and udder tissue. The milk produced by cows suffering mastitis is also thrown away. Cows treated with rBST tend to have higher levels of insulin-like growth factor, or IGF-1. IGF-1 is a protein that is present in the milk of both humans and dairy cows. Before milk is sold to the consumer, it has to undergo pasteurization, a process that removes pathogenic bacteria that may be present in the milk. IGF-1 is not removed through pasteurization, but is broken into smaller peptides and amino acids in the human digestive tract. According to the American Cancer Society, IGF-1 levels at the high end of the normal range may influence the development of certain tumors. Other studies have been performed that did not confirm the relationship between IGF-1 levels and increased incidence of tumors. There is not conclusive evidence regarding the effects IGF-1 has on human health. Through the use of rBST and other advances, the dairy industry is now able to produce more milk with fewer cows. In 1944, 25.6 million dairy cows produced 53 billion kilograms of milk. But in 2007, 9.7 million dairy cows produced 84 billion kilograms of milk. The individual carbon footprint of cows was much lower in 1944, as the higher producing cows we have now produce more carbon dioxide. However, the amount of carbon dioxide produced per kilogram of milk is much lower in 2007 than it was in 1944, a roughly 63% reduction. The reduction of the carbon footprint can be attributed to the supplementation of rBST, using methane waste for energy, and reducing nutrient runoff from fertilizer. rBST was first approved by the FDA in the United States in 1993. Its use, however, since then has been controversial. Many health organizations have approved rBST, including the American Medical Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics. However, many companies have taken a stance against rBST due to the negative public perception, including Walmart, Starbucks, and Chipotle, who no longer sell or serve dairy products that come from cows treated with rBST. There's also been controversy regarding the labeling of dairy products. For instance, Monsanto sued a dairy company regarding misleading and deceptive labels on their products. After the court case, the FDA recommended companies to include the label that states no significant difference in milk from cows treated with artificial growth hormones. You can see this label in the picture provided. Despite approval in the United States, the use of rBST has been banned in many countries, including Canada, Japan, and the European Union. Health Canada, which is Canada's health board, refused to approve rBST over concerns of animal health. Other countries like Mexico and Brazil approved the use of rBST in 1990 and have been using it since. Many of you may be wondering what the difference is between rBST milk and rBST-free milk. The answer? There is no difference between the two. The nutrient composition is the same among the different types of milk. The introduction of rBST in the dairy industry has allowed dairy farmers to significantly increase their milk production. The use of rBST allows the dairy industry to produce more milk with fewer cows, as the milk yield per cow is the highest it has ever been. However, the use of rBST has many negative health effects on the dairy cow, including mastitis and retained placenta. The future of rBST is uncertain because of the negative public perception. Currently, many companies have taken a stance to use rBST-free products, despite rBST being legal in the United States. Thank you for listening!